kind of asked you about this the other day, but you guys have hit this rough stretch. How do you feel like you are navigating it right now?
I think it's exactly what you said. It's just a rough patch. You know, every team has them. This is a bit of a rut that we've been in. I think that with every game, you know, there are some new things that are exposed for us, and from those we can just develop them as best as we can. I think that we're patching up a lot of the things that we found from the Baylor loss and Cincinnati loss, and I think as we get better at those, you know, a couple more things may come up, and we just keep moving as every other team can.
Yeah, I also agree. I also agree. I think just showing up to practice every single day, ready to work, fixing the things, and it's a learning experience. Like every single loss has taught us something new, so navigating that is a big thing for us. So just showing up every single day for practice.
What have you guys learned that you need to improve on during this time?
I think one of the biggest things is just how to stay connected during those losses. I think that we had a really successful non-conference, and that was great for us. But you know, in saying that, we also didn't have many hardships that a lot of other teams had. So just we know how to stick together really well when times are going great, and so just learning more about each other, like how to pick each other up, what are each other's strengths and weaknesses, and how we can kind of build and grow on those when things don't really go our way.
And also honing in on the scout. Every single team is different. Like I said before, every single loss has taught us something new. But we also face different challenges with each team. So just honing in on the scout and really focusing on that.
EP, what's it been like for you getting these opportunities over the last few games? It seems like playing time has been coming more and more for you.
It's definitely been challenging. I would say playing under someone like Addie Brown, she's a very talented player. So I wouldn't compare myself to her in any way, but just trying to fill a role that I know our team needs, and like obviously we've been struggling with that, so just trying to see what I can help with really. So
what's the transition been like for you to Iowa State? What you had to adjust to, learn to, and figure out?
The pace of the game is completely different. From a mid-major to a top 10 team, it's completely different. LT would also know, but I don't know, just like playing under this coaching staff and playing with these girls has really helped me develop as a player, even though the playing time isn't the same as it was.
I guess for both of you, everyone, it's clear the coach family and the staff is depending on everyone to pull out of this. I guess how nice is that, and how different a type of pressure is that, knowing that you're gonna rotate a lot of players in, you're all gonna get a chance to make a mark, and I think as Adi said on the radio after the game, at some point you're going to find the right combination to unlock getting back to winning ways.
I guess for us it doesn't really feel like pressure, it's more of just opportunity. We practice those different combinations every day. Obviously you have your core five, your starting five, and we have full faith in them, and so just coming in, he talks a lot about, you know, not doing anything that's out of your ability. He's not asking me to come in there and dunk the ball and shoot 5 threes, like, because that's not what my game plan is. You know, he's asking me to come in and be myself, and you know, I was recruited here for a reason, so just to use those skills that I have and not try to be anyone other than myself. So yeah, I would say it's more of an opportunity rather than pressure.
For both of you guys, how have you seen Addie continue to remain engaged and, you know, with her sideline?
Yeah, I mean, especially for me, like I'm coming in to her position. I switched from a 3 back to a 4. Because that's what our team needs, but she has been locked in. She's helped me understand the plays, helps me with anything I really need or like what I need to focus on with that. So she may be out, but she's not out like vocally. She's always there. So
yeah, I mean, you can see her on the sideline. She has her notebook, her pen and paper ready to go. I think it's great having her up with the coaches. I think it's something that's really key that she's been working on is like, you know, watching play calls, seeing what kind of like how the other team is changing their offense or their defense, and so she can kind of call those things out before we can see them, because you know on the court your head's on the swivel and you're not always listening at the right times. And so I know for like, I think it was a couple games back, I was in and there was an ISO play for the post player, and so I was able to get topside before they got down there because Addie was already calling it out before they had gotten to half court, because she was, you know, reading the call plays, writing them down, and so stuff like that is really valuable. Also having someone who's coming out of playing a lot of minutes coming into a coaching position, they know the offense inside and out. So having her kind of insight for being here for 3 years playing and then now being in more of a coaching position has been really valuable.
I saw that notebook, Lily. I think that's awesome that she's
Yeah.
there with her, pens and notebooks. I thought I saw you sitting next to her. Do you ever glance down and like, what is she
All the
writing? Like, what is it?
time.
Basketball stuff? What is it?
Yes, all the time. She's usually writing down, or the other team will call out a play and something, and she'll start writing it down, kind of like blueprinting out what their offense is looking like, if it's anything different from our scout. But yeah, no, I really enjoy having her up there with us, because we kind of split like our poster at the top of the bench and then coaches and then guards, and so having her up there next to Coach Carp and Coach Rob is a lot of fun having her there.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.